Welcome in, welcome in. So I'm not going to be able to see the chat a whole lot. I'm wearing glasses and such. So we'll give it a couple of minutes. I am just barely starting this. We're going to just do some urban hiking here. So welcome in, everybody. After you get across the road here, let me get a full block ahead of you and then just hang back that far, okay? Alrighty guys, give me a minute. Again, I can't really see the chat at the moment. I can't see folks joining in. Okay, that's me. Come on. All right, just hang back. Alrighty guys, let's check out historic downtown. To my left is the Last Chance store. As soon as I move into the shade here, I will address the chat a little bit. Sorry about that, guys. All right. Respect the rights, Boko Mo, Wiedemann, the Utah Kid, Barry Frost, John D. Welcome in, everybody. So, as you can see, we're doing a little bit of urban hiking. Each of these little businesses, they says walk-ins welcome to the Timeless Saloon. I do not have the radio going today, folks. So if they decide to come say hi to me, we're all going to be surprised together. Louis' Barbershop here. So that's by appointment only, that place. Sorry guys, I'm oh there's okay. Definitely keeping my head on a swivel, folks, sorry. Alright, I can address the chat a little bit more. Yeah, welcome in, everybody. How's everybody's day today? How is my sound right now? I did not hook my mic up. Can we get a 1 in the chat if the sound is good? Alright, thank you guys. Yeah, I've not got the mic today, so. Nels and Tells dog grooming. This is Humphrey's Archery. Ah, look at that. El Tapatio. Where's Tapatios? Is Tapatios in here? Innocent auditor, welcome in. Sorry, this guy's paying close attention. So historic downtown does not appear to be very long. We'll go down there over to that church and work our way back on the other side. Lazy J Meats. So this guy who's been watching me, he's now following me in this van here. That guy there. He did make his corner, but man, he was interested in me. Sorry, let me get up here to the shade and then I'll see what that chat says. Alright, let me get in this shade right here. It's hard to read the chat, I got the sunglasses on. Welcome in, Jedi. We got a Jedi Mormon. Whoa, that's frightening. Bro, you just scared me, man. Jedi Mormon from St. George. That's frightening. Utah Defender, welcome in. Yes, Wiedemann. So this is a fairly old town. You'll see a lot of people have yard decor that, well, in some cases, the yard decor the yard may have came up around the decor. Let's just put it that way. We do have some churches and stuff over there we're going to go by here in a minute, but so this looks like the public park here. So this is a fairly old town. I couldn't tell you how old off the top of my head. A couple 100 years, pretty close anyway. Give me a minute, folks. All right. Hey Jedi, I have no issues with those who use the term LDS. None at all. I come from a long line of Latter-day Saints. Although I don't follow that path anymore myself, I can honestly say that if it was not for my great-grandfather, not a single Mormon would have made it to Utah. Not one. Yes, my grandfather was one of the original, so I don't know if he's on like any of them main church documents, you know what I mean, like the Quorum of the 12 or the 60 or any of those. Okay, I'm not going to say that, but my great grandfather ran with Porter Rockwell and that, like, and before any of the Mormons got here, he was here. And then he also was very instrumental, and I do mean instrumental, in the LDS people reaching this place. Because, well, let's just say, without him, none of them would have made it over the mountains. Porter Rockwell was awesome. That's why you call her renegade. So a lot of people don't realize, but you know, Utah is outlaw country. Like, there's a reason why Utah was settled by some of them hardcore people, because this is outlaw country. There were some hard men that had to come to these parts to settle them originally. So yeah, Porter Rockwell did protect the prophet. He was, for those of you who don't know who Porter Rockwell was, he was a mountain man, a trapper. He was a gunslinger. He was a very strong gunslinger. And so they asked him if he'd protect Brigham Young, and it's kind of funny, you know. So he was unsure on, Brigham Young was unsure on this guy, whether he should protect him or not. And so he had him do a test, you know, and he says, hey, I want you to, you know, he had these 3 plates set up on a fence, and he says, I want you to shoot them 3 plates. Porter Rockwell says, what? He says, yeah, shoot them targets over there. Just shoot them real quick for me. Let me see how good you are. And Porter Rockwell's like, what? You mean like right here, like this? Just stand here and shoot him? And he said, yeah. And so he takes, you know, 4 or 5 shots, and he just doesn't even hit a single plate. And so they're all like, I thought you guys said this guy was a good gunslinger. What the heck, you know? And Porter Rockwell says, well, hey, can I do this the way I know how to do this? And they're like, how is that? What do you mean? And he says, I got to be moving, you know. And so he gives the plates out to a bunch of people and some balls and stuff. And he says, look, I want you guys to throw this stuff up in the air, you know. Just randomly throw it. And I'm going to move down Main Street. And so he starts moving on down Main Street. And as he's moving down Main Street, he kind of ducks and dives and rolls to the left. And as he comes up, he shoots a plate. And he ducks and dives to the right, and as he comes up, he shoots another plate, you know, and so he basically does this, and he shoots like all the plates and balls and all the targets that the townspeople had to throw up, you know. And so that's when they decided that he really was a good marksman, a good gunslinger. And so they look at that house. Isn't that an awesome construction? It's good stonework. I love the little archway thing here. Almost like it was a pizza oven, but it's not, you know. Place to drain water or whatever out. Anyway, so yeah, that's how Porter Rockwell became the bodyguard for Brigham Young. Was he had to prove himself, and the way he proved himself was by you know, ducking and diving through town. So he was a man that was used to being in gunfights, and you don't stand still in a gunfight, you move. And so that's how he knew how to shoot, was by ducking and dodging and moving. And so sorry, I do have I have backup with me, and I don't want to get too far ahead of the backup because that one is static filming. And getting the backup's own little camera, but they're static filming, so I don't want to be far away from them in case something goes wrong on their behalf. So, again, thanks everybody for joining me. For those of you who, I don't know, has anybody in the chats figured out what town I'm in? Does anybody from here in Utah know where I'm at? This be the Hope Baptist Church. Looks like both buildings belong to them. Their prayer chapel and another old building, old church house. Surprised there's not like some historical markers outside some of these. So again, I was curious, did anybody in chat decide where we was at? So I am south of Salt Lake City. Innocent, I am south of Spanish Fork. So I was doing this order once. Every time I see one of these, I gotta laugh. So I was doing this order once, right? So I was taking this order. This guy wanted to order a whole bunch of t-shirts from us, and he was we'd pretty much completed this order, and we was done with our little conversation, texting back and forth, going over prices, etc. And I don't know, I had texted an "I love you" to my wife, and he responds and he says, "Hey, this isn't who you thought it was." So I responded with, "Yeah, this is Jake from State Farm." Needless to say. Awful long time to stay stopped at a sign just because the guy's got a mask. Sorry, guys. So I've seen that. Oh, yeah, somebody said it. Who was that? Respect the rights. Yes, sir. Yes, Rusty Shackelford. Welcome in. Rusty Shackelford. That's a famous guy right there. You guys don't know who Rusty Shackelford is, man. Whew, I don't know what to tell you. Because that guy's pretty famous. He's been on TV and stuff, you know. So this is a children's library. I'm not going to hang out on that window. Oh, this is the Payson City Library. I could go in, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to do that today. Very interesting little town. And this is just the historic Main Street. The town is a little bit larger. This is just their little small Main Street area. There is a lot of rather empty buildings. You know, for Utah, which is constantly building, it really surprises me that, you know, they're building, but there's so many empty houses, so many empty businesses, so many empties. For sale. Broken Arrow Barber Shop. Interesting. Sorry guys, let me address that chat. I've been kind of quiet. I've just been staring off, looking at everything I'm pointing the camera at. Kind of try and keep an eye on back up. And welcome in from San Antonio. Hey, Sophie, welcome. I appreciate you. Haha, innocent. You know, I might do that one day. Probably not today because I've not got the time allocated for it. That's interesting how they built that and blocks that off. Probably a little break area for them or something. This was a very impromptu. I realize I have backup with me, but it was impromptu. It was very impromptu. Otherwise I'd have my radio and stuff with me right now. I appreciate that, Sophie. I like San Joaquin. I like his whole family. I think they do a really good job, you know, with what they do. They've, I believe both him and Junior have both featured a couple different videos of mine. I just updated my my profile there to where those who are subscribed, when they return to watch or whatever, they get to see this this live stream I did out in Lehigh. It's called "I Don't Know Much About Chess, Officer," but I think that's check. It's a funny one. Shout out to James Freeman for the flip script. Support hometown heroes. The Fellas Barbershop. Alpha American. Interesting, that over there. If any of you feel like donating, super chats are on. StandingTall 710 is my cash app. Always appreciated, but not necessary. I've said it a number of times. I'm not out here trying to make the money. It helps, but we're out here about accountability. We're out here about education, and really, it's about letting you people see this. These amazing things that I see, because you know, it's just like it says on my profile there. You know, I'm just documenting what can be seen. That's it. Haha! Did you hear that honk? My backup was giving that guy his beep beep arm. Fitness people, leaving their total fitness. Welcome in, Alan. From the UK, welcome in. Appreciate you joining us. Springville Police says. Springville Police. Little dirty, Springville. Little dirty. Right? That's the idea, you know. Sophie says it saves her from having to travel to see places. To see how people are treated in towns that they've never been in. Loud pipes. Using some hand signals. I'm going to dive across this intersection, but I need to wait for an appropriate gap. That's the one. Gotta love a guy who can see you running behind him, so he stops and makes it more difficult. Damn him. This place looks busy. Welcome in, Candace. Those guys seemed a little interested. Come out and what have you. I need to not block the driveway. Sorry, let me address the chat. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I did, Top Teos. That was in a different area. We seen your restaurant, El Tapatios. What a cool little diner. Way cool little diner. Alrighty, folks. Well, that's downtown, historic downtown Payson. And yes, this is a rather old little town here. Give you a little view of some of the housing and what have you as we move away from downtown area and over to where we're parked. So you'll see a lot of these poplar trees. So poplar trees are not native to Utah. Poplar trees were brought in, and so they were a lot of pioneers and settlers planted poplars because they grew tall and they created nice shade. So head for the truck. Old houses have been remodeled, had pieces added on to them, you know. Hey, Utah Copwatch, welcome in, my brother. We're just doing a little bit of urban hiking down here in historic downtown Payson, and I'll be right there. I'm just going to film that thing too. So yeah, we was all right, so this is the original location for the southwest corner of the Pioneer Fort, built in 1854. Southwest corner of Payson Pioneer Fort. The fort was 60 rods square with corners built of logs forming the buttress. Adobe, rock, and mud walls stood 8 feet tall, 4 feet wide at the bottom, and 2 feet at the top, on a rock foundation with a deep 4-foot trench around the outside. It was built during the Walker Indian War, 1853 through 1854. This marker was erected by the Payson Historical Preservation Board of 2006. And the other one is the Daughters of Pioneers of Payson City. So this is the location of the original Payson fort. Now private property. You say, so Candace says the population's about 23,000 now. I would believe that. That seems pretty appropriate. Years and years ago. Oh, for any of you guys who remember the I've got to make the donuts. Gotta make the donuts. If any of you remember them commercials? So I was I was a donut cook, the donut fryer, if you will, for the neighboring town, the next town over, Salem. They had a little mom and pop bakery in it. It was known as Black's Bakery. And yeah, I was the donut guy. Before school every day I'd go make donuts. And I'd ride my bike. I'd ride my bike from Salem to Spanish Fork. Alrighty, folks, well. Sorry, I just realized that guy's all kinds of interested. So. Alrighty, guys. There you have it. And I'll be right back. You can go ahead and pull down and hang out for a minute. I'll be back. Shouldn't be. Alright, guys, sorry. I'm gonna walk down here a little bit. We'll address the chat and probably sign off and leave this small town. I don't believe anybody has decided they needed to call the popo on me for walking through town filming. So I'm gonna move over here into the shade though so I can address. So you know what? This guy actually might be calling the cops on me. So let's stop right here. Yeah, that guy is very interested in me. 24,054. Alrighty, guys. Yeah, Tapatios. So I will say there are a lot of nice old towns in Utah, and well constructed. Utah was built by immigrants from all over the world. There's so this area there was a lot of Swedish, there was a lot of Scottish. We have a small Irish population. Um, most of the immigrants were European immigrants. There is a small Spanish sect here in Utah, but the vast majority, I'm going to say, are going to be of your Swedish and Scottish in that area. So this guy's telling on me about how I just walked by filming. So I'm going to walk by filming again. Let's have no doubts. I guess maybe I won't end the chat yet. As he gets his camera ready. Just stay there. So if they really want to get stupid, we'll talk about walking the sidewalk and how that is a crime. Sir, sir. Am I looking for something? Excuse me, sir, sir, sir. Alrighty guys, sorry, let me get back to the chat here momentarily. It is so warm. I am so overdressed. You know, these old houses some of these are pretty old. Sorry, I'm going to walk around the corner here, be back in the shade, be able to see the screen a little bit better. That little one of mine who is calling, you need to be watching the video and not calling me. You should know better. But I am almost done, folks. What the hell was that? So yeah, people tend to not like when I wear a mask. And that's all right. That's all right. Again, I've done nothing wrong. I'm going to walk around the block one more time. Maybe. Whoop, whoop. Hang on a second, guys. Let me... Sorry, that guy had a flag on his shoulder as he drove by, so... So guys, let me look at the chat real quick momentarily. Yeah, right. But the mask, there's no crime against that. I wish I had my radio. Oh, haha. All right, guys, give me just 1 second here. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second, guys, sorry. There. All right, now if I didn't lose you guys, are we all still there? Sorry about that. Yeah, that's true. That's exactly true on that cockatiels. All right, guys. All right, guys. Let me do it this way. Hey, hey, take the truck around the corner. Keep you guys with me for a few more minutes. Got a whole crowd of them out here now. Sounds like he's calling the cops on me. Well, I'm gonna have to hang out for a little while anyway, because if they are calling the po-po, I want to be easy to be found. Well, there you have it, guys. Some of the construction, and that was just across the street there from the fort, if you will. So this is that corner. Alrighty, guys, I'm done. I really am. Yeah, they are the only ones breaking the law, that's for sure. I don't think Payson Police is going to show up. I'll be honest with everybody who's watching right now. I know for a fact that there are multiple police officers in Utah County who watch my channel and follow it, and there is not a doubt in my mind that they've already contacted Payson and let him know I'm down here and that I'm not doing anything wrong. This looks pretty cool, the Winchester Escape House. Interesting. That's at Winchester_escape_house. We'll have to check that out. Oh, sorry. I don't know, Innocent, have you by chance been listening to the scanner? I've never done an escape room or anything like that. They sound like they could be fun. There we go. There we go. Sorry guys, give me just a second. Hit the unlock button. Sorry guys. Ride showed up, got us out of there.
I thought you went around the other side.
You're good. Drive us away. That's all we needed.
No, they wouldn't stop yelling at me. I drove by twice.
That's all right. Just keep going. Drive us out of town.
Oh, does your speedometer work?
This one.
Oh, okay. No, the speed limits? Oh, there's one up there.
Alrighty.
So what was that all about?
Alright. Just people being stupid.
I
Sorry,
set this
let
up
me
back
switch
there
this.
for a minute.
I seen that.
I was talking to him. I was like, so StandingTall 710, we're recording, and these guys started recording us and harassing us. So he's gonna go check it out, walk around the block.
Yeah, they were a little curious, but we've used up enough time. If you want to just pull over up here somewhere, and I'll get this shut down and say goodbye to everybody and
All right, perfect.
go from there. Well, there you have it, folks. That has been another exciting adventure from StandingTall 710, coming at you live from behind the Wasatch curtains. No, for real, I appreciate all you guys. Just go a little bit further and just pull off to the right-hand side and stop, like in front of that building over there.
Okay.
So, yeah, perfect.
Manhole cover.
Oh, you're all good, Midnight Rider. It's good to see you back in. You know, it's been a minute. I've been recovering, folks. So I've been laying down. I've not been doing a lot of work. But I am going to get out more and more, guys. It's time. It's time to get back out. But we may be coming at you from new states. Imagine that. Until next time, folks, please find your way back here. Y'all come back now, you hear?